And we are back. We just finished watching.
Wait, no, do like an intro, because this is episode 2.
Welcome to Lunchbox Cinema, the podcast that is long enough. Welcome to our Christmas episode of Lunchbox Cinema. We are so excited to share. Okay, I try to do too much. All right, here we go. This is the one.
You got this, bud.
Okay. You give me a treat.
You got this, bud.
Oh, no. Welcome to Lunchbox Cinema, the podcast that is long enough for you to listen to on your lunch break, but short enough. I think I butchered that already. What's it short enough?
No, you did that backwards.
Yeah, short
long enough to listen to on your lunch break.
And short enough for your.
We're good at this. We've tried this several times.
What's this?
Long enough for no. It's now you're confusing me.
What's the phrase?
The show that's long enough for us to share our
commute.
opinions on movies and entertainment, and short enough to listen to on your lunch break.
That's what
Did
it
I
is.
switch that?
No, I think you got it right.
I think I got it right.
The podcast that is long enough for you to listen to.
Dude,
No, the
long
podcast
enough for us to share our opinions
on entertainment.
definitely
and
gonna
short
be
enough for you to listen to.
promo.
on your
Yeah,
lunch
but now do a Christmas twist to it. So
Okay.
you don't have the first one, but throw Christmas.
break.
Jingle,
I got you. Okay.
Jingle.
Long enough for when you're taking a dump on Christmas Day.
Intro song, go.
Welcome to Lunchbox Cinema, the podcast that is long enough for us to share our opinions on entertainment, but short enough for you to listen to on your lunch break. Today is going to be a little bit of a different kind of podcast because we are going to do a Christmas episode. That's why Luis is wearing a Dodgers Christmas theme hat. And why we have some other people. As you saw on our earlier episode, part 1 to this video, you would have seen some green and red lights behind us, which I think they're still going. And we got some dogs on this episode. Whoop, whoop. Luis is going to break down kind of how the next couple segments are going to go, so I'll hand it off to him.
Before we get started with today's episode, real quick, we did this last time. Go around and everyone introduce themselves just in case someone is tuning in for the first time. We'll start with the person sitting next to
I'm about to leave because I'm going to put Bonnie in her cage. I'm Adam.
That's my brother, Adam.
This is Bonnie. She's going to go in her cage.
I'm Daniela. I'm Adam's wife, one of the Lopez's.
Hi, my name is Victor. I'm Adam's friend.
My name is Frankie. I wish I was a Lopez, but I'm not.
He's basically a Lopez.
I'm basically at this point. you know?
honorary.
Wait, can I be
Yeah.
a Trejo?
Hey!
I do. Tony Madrid, partner of the household.
Luis and
I'm Kia.
Luis and
I'm
Kia.
Adam's sister-in-law.
yes,
Adam's sister-in-law. Everything's connected.
that is that is technically a fact.
That's hilarious.
So in our previous episode, we basically broke down our favorite Christmas movies and why they are our favorites. And at the end of it, we all did a spin and we put a Christmas movie in a hat and we picked out a Christmas movie at random.
Survivor style.
Next time on Lunchbox Cinema, 8 different movies will be written on a piece of paper and placed in a Santa hat. Which one will be chosen? For now, it's time to vote. Frankie votes Mickey Christmas Carol. He also spells Mickey wrong. Luis votes Klaus. Tony votes Klaus. Adam votes Klaus because it's a banger. Daniela votes A Violent Night. Victor votes A Violent Night. Kia votes A Muppet's Christmas Carol. And now, the results of the vote.
All right, it's official. We got it.
I'm trying to separate it. All right.
All right, Tony, go for it. The first movie of Christmas.
Here it is.
And the movie is
A Violent Night!
No Way!
Welcome to your worst Christmas ever. You have $300 million in your personal vault. That's what I want for Christmas.
Are you gonna help us, Santa?
Yeah, Trudy.
Santa?
You're on my nice list. Santa Claus is coming to town.
now that you guys know, we picked A Violent Night. We're going to sit here and we're going to talk about it amongst us and kind of review it, discuss it, have fun with it, see where it leads us. Sound good?
Yay.
So with that, the first segment we're going to talk about, basically during the movie, this movie has a lot in it.
Definitely.
And as far as reactions go, nothing like crazy plot twists, but definitely reactionary movie. For those of you who haven't seen A Violent Night, does anyone want to give a brief description on what the movie is and why it's so violent?
Well, basically, sort of like a disillusioned Santa, aka David Harbour, is down and out, and he arrives at this really rich estate, and then that's where everything goes haywire because they were holding a Christmas party there. They think that he's an actor playing Santa Claus there, but turns out the staff who were hosting the party or that were serving the party, they turn out to be hitmen or assassins that are trying to rob the basement, because they find out that the basement has like $300 million. And then the whole plot thus afterwards is this exchange between Santa Claus, the family that's held hostage, and then the assassins. And chaos ensues. And a lot of holiday cheer.
So basically,
Wow, that was impressive.
Yeah.
that was very impressive.
really good.
That's basically it. I wrote down a bunch of things that were said throughout the entire movie. I'm just going to say it, and whoever wants to chime in, speak out to what was happening. If you said it and you know it, and you want to explain yourself, go for it. But if not, just chime in. So the first one is the only way out is in. Does anyone remember what happened when that happened?
Oh,
That was Tony.
That was Santa Claus finally having to come to terms with the situation he's in. And there's only one thing that could have been said, but the screenwriting wasn't that great. But overall, I mean, I thought they came out with some really cool boom punch lines. So, I mean, I live with it, but if I could have thrown one in, it would have been that.
Someone at one point said, what is that? Wait, is that how it happens? Yeah, 100%. Does anyone remember who said that?
Oh, that was Victor. What was the thing that you
That was
said?
probably him going up.
Oh, no,
Is
it
he
was
blowing something up?
It was a scene where
The fire extinguisher.
Yeah, Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Okay, walk him through the scene.
Yeah, so Santa Claus is just trying to get the lay of the land, and he's like walking through the hallways, and then all of a sudden he sees one of the hitmen, and he runs backwards and he goes into a room, and then the female hitman, who has a gun, by the way, who could have easily shot him in the back, chooses not to, gives him enough time for Santa Claus to close the door. He closes the door, and then John Leguizamo, who's like the lead hitman, Mr. Scrooge, throws a fire extinguisher at the door and then shoots it, and then
The fire
physics
extinguisher
happens.
blows up
Yeah.
to the point where it breaks off of the hinges and then cleanly pushes Santa Claus to the back of the room.
And that's when Tony was immediately like, wait.
Impressed. And I said, wow, that's how that happens? And Dr.
Victor
Morris said,
responds,
100%. That's how it happened.
I did the calculations real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
A squared plus B squared. Yep.
clean math here.
So at another point in the movie, someone was like, ooh, look at that Santa bun. Anyone remember?
That
who
was Kia for sure.
He's doing it in his man bun or Santa bun.
In Santa bun.
Santa bun.
Oh yeah, because he was in the shed with
Yeah.
the
With the
axe,
hammer. He was
and he's like
feeling it,
waving
yeah.
it around in his
He was in
Santa
his-
bun.
he was in his
Just like this.
mojo.
We'll do that in slow motion real quick.
one more time for slow-mo.
This one was funny. And these go back to back. So I'm gonna say both of these. Chime in. Someone at one point said, "You picked the movie," and then right after that, someone said, "We could have watched a Mickey's Christmas, but no." Explain what happened there.
I think it was I was looking at Daniela because she's the one that threw in the movie into the hat, and she was covering her eyes the whole time because she just can't handle gore.
But it wasn't my paper that got picked. It was Victor's.
Either way, it was like you
your
gave
hands
her
are
more of a
clean, yeah.
chance.
So what's your tolerance for like violent movies?
0.
We literally, it's in the name of the movie.
Violent Night.
You know, I can do gory. But I can't do like.
You probably thought what everyone else is thinking. How gory can a Christmas movie get?
A Christmas movie about
It was
Santa.
a cozy. It was
pushed
pretty
the limits
cozy.
for
I would
sure.
say it's still a
Yeah.
pretty cozy movie.
It sounded like a cool concept, and I just didn't let myself think about how violent it was gonna be because I can't handle violence. Like
How violent could Violent Night be? You know,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking too.
more than you think.
What about that next part? We could have watched A Mickey's Christmas, but no.
Okay, so we were. Yeah, that was definitely me. We were all trying to figure out what movie we wanted to put in the hat, and I was like, "All right, we already are kind of late. How can we get out of here in like a half hour?" So then I was like, I looked up the runtime for Mickey's Christmas. It was like 30 minutes. So I was like, "Oh, easy win." So I put that in the hat and start cooking a steak.
yeah.
And I was like, "No way, it doesn't get big."
We got video of that steak.
We do have video.
Okay,
We'll put it
good.
here. If you want to know why we never actually film these podcast episodes, is because, or at least why Kia never lets me film, because Frankie is literally making a steak.
This thing about to be so good though.
Immediately after we finish the first part of the episode.
Be quick.
Medium rare.
I thought you were gonna make food. Cook food.
I asked, and they were like, "Nah, we don't want it."
Well, you gotta share now.
I put enough rice for like 4 people, and then we can split something like 5.
And it was good, just so you know.
It was actually
It was
really
a
good.
It had rosemary in it. Maybe that'll.
I saw
that'll
that
lead-
touch.
Classic.
Yeah, classic guy. You know.
All right, this next segment. This is so stupid. Let your daughter sit there while a man is dying.
Says a therapist.
Explain.
He had a couple therapist moments in this movie.
I just literally this man, this big of a man, is like
Santa Claus.
bloody and Santa Claus and dying, and the little girl is just like, "No, Santa," and then the parents are throwing money in the fire, and it's just like, "You're just gonna sit there and let your child watch this man die." That wasn't Christmas spirit.
That was
Trauma. I just
a
felt
personal
trauma. Yeah, I got
That was a
frustrated.
personal thing for the
I work
dad.
with
He's like,
kids, and
300
they
million
be
burner.
traumatized sometimes. So
The other
yeah,
point
I
where
like
she
it.
went therapist mode was when Santa was like walking through his feelings and had these like big concepts he was talking through her with, and then she's like, maybe we shouldn't talk to a 7-year-old about those
she
things.
needs to know about that. Right? So definitely some. I was also thinking she's in the movie, but in no way, shape, or form can she sit and watch the movie that she's actually starring in.
Yeah,
the little girl.
that makes sense.
But okay.
Bad parenting.
All right, this last one. Classic Christmas movie, followed by I Hate This. Anyone remember? It was at the very end.
This had to be Daniela, no?
I must have said I hate this.
I want to say this was Adam and Daniela.
I think I said like, just such a cozy, like warm
Yeah.
family movie. You know.
This is the most opposite thing of a classic Christmas movie
disagree.
ever.
Not necessarily. I disagree too.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Let's
You're kidding
let's
me.
pause that because my next segment was going to be: is this a Christmassy movie for you? Yes or no?
Yes.
Daniela, start off what you're going to say.
It's 100% a Christmas movie. You're in Christmas the entire time.
Yeah. They remind you all the time too, with all the references.
Yeah,
to the
and you
movies.
feel like it's Christmas. It's just like the worst
It's got
Christmas of
Christmas
your entire life.
inspired vibes.
No, what the?
Santa goes up and down
No.
the chimney.
But no, the question.
With magic.
Repeat your
Yeah,
question.
did you
word
forget the
for
Christmas
word.
magic?
Repeat,
Yeah.
repeat your question word for word.
Is this movie Christmassy for you? Yes or no?
Okay.
My
That's
stomach,
subjective.
That ca-
my stomach is literally still in knots right now. Like,
Okay,
I have
would
a
you-
pit in my
It was
stomach.
really
if
bad.
someone
This
told
movie.
you watch a violent night, use one word to describe it, what would you describe it? What would be the one word?
Violent.
Violent.
Not Christmas.
No.
Well, how would you describe Grinch? Like,
True.
not violent.
True.
You know what though? To your point, a Christmas movie is gonna be something you watch with your family. I don't know if I'm bringing my aunts and
That's the
uncles
thing,
and
when
my
I think of a
grandparents to
classic
watch
movie, I'm
Violent
like, all right,
Night. You know what I mean? As an adult, yeah, you could.
Yeah, but you're not letting Lydia and Jonathan watch this.
My mom.
No.
Is watching that.
Yeah.
No,
My
but
mom's not watching that either. My mom's
but
getting
like
mad.
mom's watching
when
it.
they get to like teens, I'm gonna be like, I got a Christmas movie for you. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect show for a group of teenagers that
Yeah.
are whoa, you want
Youth
to do something
group
cool
next
for 'em.
Christmas.
Yeah. That's perfect.
What age would you say this movie would be appropriate for you to start watching?
It's not appropriate for me. My stomach hurts. I had to turn my head for most of the movie.
We literally, I was recording video of the couch, the majority of the movie, especially in all the like death scenes. And it's fun. The two progressions that I saw throughout the movie was Daniela's frown getting droopier and droopier as the movie continued, and Kia just like going into the couch as she was then like looking away and no longer watching the movie. It was pretty hilarious, actually.
It's wild because if you had the camera over here, I was smiling the whole time.
You were clapping at one point.
Psychopathic tendencies. You pass all the tests.
It was kind of like this side was a little bit more cringed and this side was a little bit more excited.
That's funny.
And then there was me just recording, but that was fun. Anything else on the movie being Christmassy? Yes or no?
I mean, how do you break down a Christmas movie? What elements are in a
Yeah,
Christmas
what are you
movie?
looking
You
for?
have family.
I am making it vague because that's where I think the arguments are always.
Reindeer, Santa's sleigh, magic sack.
It's got Santa elements, but like a classic Christmas movie.
It's
Naughty
got
and nice
so
list.
many references to
No,
all
for
the
sure.
classics.
But I think a good
Believing
starting
in
point is,
Santa.
Like, would you watch this with your family on Christmas Eve?
I won't watch any movie with my family on Christmas Eve.
Ouch. Okay.
But if they said, "Hey,
I hate my family.
No, we're too busy hanging out having a
She's
good
sitting
time.
next to her husband.
Because we're
Adam, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I
Did you
hate
guys
movies
discuss
too.
this
I
before
hate
you
'em.
guys got married? Or
it is one of a kind, though. I can't think of another
Yeah.
violent
I'm
Christmas
trying to-
movie other
yeah.
than Die Hard, I guess. It was like Die Hard meets
This-
Home Alone
But Die
type,
Hard wasn't
you know?
even like, it was just like a bunch of Christmas trees. There's nothing about it. There's no Santa. There's no nothing. It was
That's
just like-
another
This
debate.
one's more
I think.
Christmas than Die Hard.
That's a debate for another
I am
time.
definitely on the train of Die Hard is a Christmas movie, but like for me, watching this one, I'm like, you can't. It's almost you can't not like contend this one to be a Christmas movie because it's like, or not to be, I should say, because it's literally Santa.
Yeah,
Like,
he's the main character.
It's. I mean, granted, you're 100% right. Is it a family movie?
It's Nordic.
It's not called Family Night. You know what I'm saying? But it's Christmas. Yeah, I don't know.
It spreads the same message every traditional Christmas movie about Santa Claus spreads, you know.
The magic.
The
The Christmas magic.
Talking
That's
about-
what it was about.
You know what? It was
Dang,
funny.
Daniela
The
loves this
first
movie.
time I saw this, it maybe sound weird, but I was getting the Santa Claus vibes with the magic because it's similar in the
Mythology.
magical mythology, all that stuff. Like, and then like he would like smash someone's head with a hammer, and you would be like, okay, well that's over. But I still was kind of feeling that a little bit.
Yeah. Definitely disclaimer for any parents. Like if you're like, oh, Luis and Frankie reviewed this movie, we should watch this as a family.
There's a couple
Watch the review
movies.
first before you watch the movie.
It is a bloody masterpiece. as
It
some
is.
might
There's a
say.
lot of gore, a lot of blood. Definitely not something that you would expect out of your typical Christmas movie. But
All right, that
fun.
leaves a good transition then. What was your favorite? I guess for this one too, we can say least favorite if you weren't a fan, or the most creative kill in the movie for you.
I can start. I think I had two. It's a tie between the one with the ice skates.
I thought the same thing. That's so weird. Yeah.
There's
that was the
one
first
kill where he's
thing.
got him up against the wall and he just.
Yeah.
And then it's like a second before you see the body like drop and the head stay up.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the more gnarly kills. That was
I'm
one
just-
that were you watching?
No,
at that point?
I'm laughing because she's like reacting to the scene for the first time because she wasn't watching it.
I didn't watch like 75% of the kills. I was
Yeah, that was probably top kill. The other one was when he starts up the wood chipper. When he starts up the wood chipper and we're like, oh no, you know what's coming, and then he ties the ropes and then tosses it in the wood chipper, and he tosses it around two of the goons, and the goons are like slowly getting just dragged into the thing. That was pretty gross. So for me, those were two like pretty intense kills.
Very creative. Some John Wick stuff for sure.
Oh yeah.
I want to hear yours.
I mean, you can't deny the up the chimney.
Up
Yeah.
the chimney. Yeah.
That one's mine too.
Guy
That's a gnarly.
guy got forced by Santa Claus up the chimney. Half of his body comes up, the other half don't know where he went. It was just
Yeah.
Santa Claus was a savage in this one. I'm gonna tell you that.
And that kill, I think, just tied together the whole movie.
Yeah.
Christmas magic with some
Like
violence,
coziness,
boom.
hot chocolate, and like gingerbread
You
cookies.
got it all.
Like that's just
My
things.
favorite part is when he's going up the chimney, but then stops, and so his body has to like concave into the chimney.
He gets like drug up, yeah.
It's a gnarly kill.
I will say the craziest one was in the basement with the Christmas tree, with the lights, with the star.
Oh, the
And then
star,
he plugs
yeah.
the star in, and then he face catches on fire, and his hair catches on fire. It was horrible. And then I'm just thinking like she must have a lot of money because how is he's going to strangle what's her name?
Oh, the
lady
lights?
with the lights or with
Yeah.
the garland.
Yeah.
Like this is some $1 billion
This is a
Christmas
solid garland.
decoration. Like I trip over my lights and they break. Like how do you-
Yeah, at one point they actually tied him to a chair to
Yeah. I think an honorable mention is definitely the one that got all of our reaction was the one when he's climbing up the ladder.
It was the Home Alone from Hell.
And it just
Was that yours?
Sad because that
Yeah.
guy believed. At the end, he was like,
going to bat for
"He's
Santa."
Santa." Like, I don't know what to tell you, but he had to go.
so that was a definitely up there.
So Victor, that was yours.
Yeah, it was the Home Alone from Hell scene where it was the main male goon and then the main female goon. They were going up the attic to try and kill the little girl. And a lot of other movies have done like the Home Alone sort of scene, and you go sort of expect the expected, like, oh, they're gonna have this contraption set up and then they get injured or some way. But because it's a violent night, it just takes it up another notch, and you see how gory it is. Because they set it up how they set up in A Quiet Place also, where they put the nail on the stair, and you see that tension there. Like, okay, something's gonna happen with that nail. You just don't know what. And then all of a sudden, you see the person start to climb up the stairs, and then all of a sudden, you see what happens. And then a realistic outcome of when a bowling ball actually hits you in the face, you get the injury, rather than what you see in Home Alone, where you get hit by a paint can, you get up right away. So.
My favorite part about that scene was the fact that they tell you exactly what they're gonna do, but then they don't make it obvious. So it's like he sees it, he's like crawling, but she's a step ahead and she like breaks one of the steps. And so it's like you just think he's gonna step on all the steps, it's fine. And so you think you're kind of safe, but then all of a sudden he breaks through, and then like it almost like forces you to watch and then tricks you into seeing the carnage. Yeah, not for everyone. I get it, but yeah. If you haven't gone through this review yet and like wondered if the movie's for you or not, just know carnage, blood, violence, all that. It's there.
I was hoping for the grandma to die. I was like the whole time the grandma
Damn,
was
savage.
just I was pissed at this grandma. I hated the grandma.
And if we're gonna talk about not favorite characters, the dad was
100%.
I just never liked
You
him
didn't like the
all
dad?
the way
Really?
through. Just not a likable guy.
Not
Like,
even
at
like
the
the
end,
kid
he's like-
with the selfies and
No.
the live stream. You like
okay,
him more
that
than
kid
the
was
dad?
that kid.
If I had to put him bottom
it
of the
goes
barrel,
grandma and then douchey Justin Bieber right under that, like right there. I hated both of them.
My favorite, a lot of us walked away, but it was me, Victor, Jeanette, sitting there in the end credit scene. And after the whole movie where he's like live streaming, like, what's up, my bling, bless all this. At the very end, he's like over the dead body of the guy selfie. And he's like, guys, this is why you don't want to be on the naughty list. Santa's real. Follow me. Like,
Oh
it
my
was
gosh.
super, super crazy.
yeah, definitely second to last though.
Okay. Second to last.
Yeah,
Got it.
the
So you hate the dad
The
first.
dad is number one on my list.
All right. All right. We'll conclude then with this segment. Give us your general consensus. Do you like the movie or not? And if you could summarize the movie in 6 words or less, what would it be?
I love it. I personally put it up there. As you know, as you watched in the first episode of this, it's in the top 3 of my top 3 Christmas movies. And it just came out last year. So it already hopped up.
It's your top 3?
It's in top 3, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Because it has all the elements of a Christmas movie. Music is spot on. The action spot on.
The music is sick. The soundtrack is cool.
Loved it. And my 6 words I have down here are don't be on Santa's naughty list.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really good. It's like, I feel like it's a movie I would probably watch early in the Christmas season. Because then it gets to like family time and you think about it, you're like, yeah, this is it's a little too much. It's a little too much.
Transition from Halloween to
Yeah, it is.
Exactly. It's a
It's
good
like-
good little transition, yeah.
November 1st.
But yeah, like I said, it's like some of the words that pop in my head: cozy, hot chocolate, like get the family together, all this stuff. You know, like some words that pop in my head.
I'll go. I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was really well made. I don't think I'll ever watch it again. I'm not built for this kind of stuff, but I can appreciate the film. And what was the other thing? 6 words summarize the film?
Yep.
Okay. I'm really bad at this kind of stuff. It was a gory spin on the worst Christmas of your whole entire life, but a very traditional Christmas. Okay, it was like 30 words. I said I was bad at this.
In the beginning.
Traditional violent Christmas. How about that?
Ooh. All right, I'll go. Yeah, I enjoyed the movie. Definitely enjoyed it the second time watching it. The first time I watched it was in the theaters with Luis, and I think you were there too, right? Were you there with us?
It was me.
It was just us three? Yeah. So we went late. It was like midnight-ish. We had finished youth group or something at the church, and then we decided it was a smart idea to go watch this movie. So I probably only the first time watched like 15 minutes of it sporadically. So this time I got to see the full movie. I enjoyed it. It was definitely, I felt like if my 6 words would be like John Wick Christmas, that would be like what I would give it. Okay, my six syllables. Am I closer?
6 words or less.
John
Oh, dang.
Wick Christmas.
Homeschool.
But yeah, definitely very violent. But yeah.
Joking, JK.
Well, I would give this movie a 10 out of 10 solely so that I can get the Santa prequel and get more of that early Santa stuff.
Oh.
It's more Skull Crusher.
That was
That was
rich.
sick.
I
So
wanted
that
That
was
came out of nowhere, and that
Yeah.
was so cool.
Some Norse
Just like takes
mythology
off
in
his
there.
coat and he's got
Seeing-
just tattoos everywhere.
Seeing the blood
This
like
guy.
drip from his hammer as like he's in this
Yeah.
like Norse battle was so
I need
sick.
more of that.
Yeah, I need a whole like Netflix documentary series on his backstory.
So hopefully we get that. But would I watch it the week of Christmas? Probably not. Maybe something to throw on while I'm baking cookies early in December. That's what
While
it
you're
is.
baking cookies.
That's actually a great 6 words too.
Was that 6? Count it up.
Maybe some.
I can't. We'll count them later.
Maybe something.
7.
We'll homeschool count.
Okay. Then it sounds like 6 words.
All right. Well, I will say it is a clever movie. I do appreciate it. The violence, I had to close my eyes, turn around. So it gives me, I like the play on words and how they threw all the Christmas tropes into the movie. I use tropes. Into the movie.
Nice.
And it gave you a different spin on Santa Claus and things like that. I don't know if I'll watch it so soon. Right now, I would say no. Maybe next year you'll trick me into watching it again. But yeah, dang. My 6 words would be Thor Ragnarok is coming to town.
Or Ragnarok is coming to town.
Oh, Santa's gonna come and make you mine this.
Yeah, definitely. What just happened?
Ariana Grande.
Oh,
Yeah, I just love
that
all of
song actually slaps. Her what's
What
her
song?
The Santa tell me, but
It's with the
not an
Jennifer
Ariana Grande fan, but
Ariana Grande.
that song every Christmas it comes on, and I just kind of like want to do the whole
Yeah.
homeschool wiggle. You know?
That's like the next classic since Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
It's got Jennifer
Okay,
Hudson in
pretty
it.
sure
I
I
think.
don't know if that's a hot take, but that's how I feel.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, that's funny.
Christmas music podcast.
This movie for me,
Next one.
definitely 10 out of 10. I love it. It was kind of an instant classic for me the moment I saw it in theaters. What I kind of did is I actually stole something that Adam said in the middle of the movie. He said, "What an amazing holiday movie! That is my 6 words or less." That is, I kind of like that phrasing too, because if someone hears it and
That's
they
false
don't-
advertising.
Exactly. And then I want them to be punched in the face by like how violent and crazy this movie is. And that's the best part of movies, is when it just shocks people.
Well,
I do feel like we were so I noticed this as everyone was watching it. The first few kills, everyone was like, e. And then by the end of it, we're just like desensitized a little bit.
Until the chimney.
Until the chimney.
That woke us up.
They were definitely holding that in their back pocket for
Yeah.
sure.
That was nuts.
But yeah, thank you guys for being on this show today. That was a lot of fun. Long night, and a violent night. Get it?
Getting good at
Right. What was that?
I didn't say anything.
Oh yeah, I saw something to my side. But yeah, it's been fun. You want to close this out, Frankie?
Yeah.
Like pray us out.
Let's bow our heads.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. From our family here at Lunchbox Cinema to yours, we hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And yeah, keep up to date with us on Instagram, on all the stuffs. We're going to be on Spotify, YouTube, all those podcast platforms. The Instagram is going to be right up here in a little bit. Hopefully, I put it up by
Just
now.
Lunchbox Cinema.
Yeah, so the Instagram handle is Lunchbox Cinema. So go ahead, follow us on Instagram. Follow us. We got like 4,000 watch views on our little post. But
The next one had 12.
Yeah, so let's get some more people following us. That would get the word out. We want people to watch A Violent Night.
Yeah, if you like our show, subscribe and definitely share about it on any platform. Share our Instagram link.
Yes,
All
definitely.
that stuff.
Buy our merch also.
Yeah. Victor's gonna be starting our merch store, so make sure you follow him for that.
We're going to be putting up a poll, too, if Victor should become a regular on the show or just still a guest star. We're still trying to figure that out, see the copyrights and all whatnot.
My honorarium.
Talk about contract stuff.
Yeah. We'll work on that next year in January. But until
Fun.
then, we wanna
Merry
hear from you guys.
Christmas. Love you guys. Bye.
Cute
And a
Ariana
Happy
Grande.
New
Santa's
Year.
gonna come and make you
Santa,
mine this
baby,
Christmas.
do you really care? Right? Is that one?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, I was thinking of a different one.
Oh.
Santa's gonna come and make you mine this Christmas. Santa's gonna.